Moisture intrusion in homes is huge. If you were to ask each one of your customers what they're most concerned about in purchasing of this home, it's almost always going to revolve around moisture intrusion of some sort. Basements, crawl spaces, and even slabs on grade, depending on the type of soil, depending on the location in the country where you're located, moisture can have a huge impact on those levels of the house. When you get to a place where there's heavy soils or lots of rainfall or snowfall, it's very common to find a sump and a pump. Now let me define what I'm referencing here. If you look down here, okay, there's a cover on this. The cover's purpose is to keep kids out of it and pets out of it. It's a safety issue. In today's environment, it's also covered for the purposes of radon, but we're not going to get into that right now. Quite frankly, the sump is the basket where we gather water. The pump is the pump inside of the sump. Now, often people will say, I have a drain tile system. A sump is not drain tile. A pump is not drain tile. A perimeter pipe that goes around the foundation, either on the interior or the exterior of the house, is the drain tile. The drain tile goes around, it's below the elevation of the foundation, it's there to gather rising water. We also sometimes use it to gather surface water, but we'll discuss that when we discuss foundations in greater depth later on. So what we're trying to do is to get that water to go through its easiest exit point, and that's going to be that perimeter drain tile pipe with holes in it. That pipe is sloped to drain into this sump. The sump gathers the water, the pump with a float will pump it to the outside of the home. So the purpose is that we're going to keep the basement or the crawl space dry. Drain tile and sumps and pumps are not required, but if you're in an area where there's a lot of water or heavy type soils, it's highly recommended. As a home inspector, we often get to homes with water in the basement, and one of the solutions, not always the only solution, will be to put in a sump, pump, and perimeter drain tiles. And that's not going to be inexpensive, and it is invasive.